Hello everyone, this is my um Abyss, no not Abyss, sorry, Beast Bestiary League starter build. It's my first character in Bestiary and I am playing as a raider. Sorry, Deadeye, because Deadeye is a better raider now. All because of Gathering Winds. So Gathering Winds gives you 1,000 evasion rating while you have tailwind, and you pretty much have tailwind up all the time because you have tailwind whenever you attack, right? So that's tailwind, and you get this cool anime effect, gotta go quick trail behind you, so it's a nice visual bonus. And this stacks up to 10 times in the past 4 seconds. So if you use 10 spells or 10 skills in the past 4 seconds, you have 100% increased effect. So that means that you move 20% faster. So that means 20% more attack speed, cast speed, and movement speed. It's a more multiplier, so you move quite a bit faster than usual. The build I'm going for, it is a Doomfletch Prism build. So the point here is to stack as much flat fizz as possible on the rings, and using an abyssus later, and with the chance to bleed, you also stack a lot more flat fizz. With the introduction to abyssal gems, abyssal jewels, we have jewels like this where it gives you a lot more flat fizz. And I got lucky enough to run into a 2-socket bubonic trail, but right now I'm just listing it for 3 exalts. Alright, let me go through the tree first. So first, because we're on the right side, bottom right of the tree, we don't get that much life nodes, so we want to take advantage of all of the life that is available to us. So we grab the life here, and we grab the life here. I will grab this node soon, and the life here, these life nodes, these life nodes, these life nodes, and the shadow life nodes as well. Later I am planning to go with the Lionized Fall jewel to convert all of these into bow crit nodes, because Doomfletch got nerfed. If you didn't know, Doomfletch now doesn't have the local critical strike chance that's on it. But if you have a legacy version, you don't have to go so hard into crit. So you can drop, say, King of the Hill, for example. Save 3 points and invest it into some other damage sources, such as here, or here. That's just an example. Right now my gear is pretty mediocre. I have a 6-link. This is a corrupted 6-link that you can buy very cheaply at the beginning of the league. I bought this one for 13 chaos. Yeah, I don't even have my Uber lab yet, so my next Uber lab points are gonna be endless munitions for the +1 arrow. The quiver is gonna give me at least a +1 when I have a level 80 shaper quiver, whenever that will be. So that would be nice. Yeah, let's go over the tree a little bit. So I grab the life nodes, come up here, get a lot of the crit, and this aspect of the eagle is very good, I guess, for this, because it gives you move speed and physical and damage with bows, and this damage stacks with all of the damage that Doomfletch gives. And Doomfletch now gives 100% instead of 110 weapon physical damage as extra elemental damage of each element. So ice, fire, and lightning, cold, fire, and lightning. So this stacks with that, so it's pretty good. And we come down here, we grab these crit nodes as fast as possible because they're very good. Then we come up to shadow to get as much crit as like humanly possible up here. We also go for piercing shots, because it just feels better to clear with it. I might drop this later because with the penetrating arrow and a +2 enchant, we don't really need this much pierce chance or like pierce targets. Then we come down to duelist, then we try to connect to the duelist start and the shadow start because I am using a pure talent. The pure talent is mainly there because of the 0.5 to base crit, since Doomfletch has really low base crit now, so we want to stack as much base crit as possible. So one more item that I'm gonna get is an Elder Jewel with the Watcher's Eye with the Hatred base crit mod, so that's gonna stack up even more crit, so we can crit very comfortably, and so I can drop King of the Hill because I really don't like these 3 nodes. So right now in my 6th link with increased critical strikes, I have 42% chance to crit, so with the Diamond Flask I'm pretty much critting all the time. I am not using Valpack this league because Deadeye has Rupture. Rupture gives you 30 life gain on hit when you hit a bleeding enemy, and this has 25 chance to cause bleed, and chance to bleed also has 25 chance. So pretty much you're bleeding your whole screen and you're always getting the 30 life gain on hit. So that's pretty beneficial. I don't have, like, if I want to grab Valpack, I can go grab it pretty easily. I just drop these life regen nodes for them. My gear is pretty mediocre. I was using a Belt of the Deceiver earlier, but then this dropped along with the Bubonic Trail, so I'm using this instead. So right now I have a 31 life and some cold bow damage stuff in here, so that's a 60 life and some pretty good cold damage in here, and this is another 50 life and with a lot of flat fizz in here, so that's gonna help. So I want to look out for jewels that are like this in order to replace this one. Gloves are just life and resistance. This is just 30 move speed, a little bit of res. This is life, res, life and res. This has a little bit of physical, not much. This is just life and res. This is just pretty much just the life roll is the best I could find. Most of these are self-found gear. I think I bought this ring and that's it, and this chest. So everything else is self-found. I bought this for 8 chaos day 1 of league. I'm not too sure how much this is worth now. Helm is just life and res. I don't have a +2 abysses yet, but later on this will be an abysses. So later on, the gear goal is to have a 6-link Doomfletch Prism for my barrage setup. So right now my barrage is only a 4-link, so it doesn't do much single target, so I use tornado shot anyways. This will be a +1 arrow or +2 arrow depending on my luck this league, but I'll go for +1 and upgrade to +2 whenever like I have the money to do so. But that's my last upgrade for another +1 arrow. Then will be my helmet, so I want to get a +2 tornado shot helmet. Abysses is 40 to 60 flat fizz onto your attack, so that's crazy. Then I want a Lionized Fall to convert all of these into bow nodes, and for the leech, so I can drop these nodes. Yep. And last but not least, one of the Watcher's Eye with Hatred enchant or Hatred base crit setup. So that's gonna be, this is a pretty nice build to start off because you can keep dumping money into it and you can keep upgrading it because the Hatred Eye is probably gonna be like 40 exalts. The +2 tornado shot abysses is gonna be like around 10 exalts. Trying to 6-link this is going to be around 4, so there's quite a bit of cost that you can dump into this build, and maybe a headhunter later on here. Getting some GG steel rings in here is going to be pretty difficult as well. I want to be using the aspect of the cat chest in here, so I can make that cost 0, and aspect of the cat on my amulet or on my gloves or somewhere along the lines. I also want a elder enchanted or elder steel ring for the with the poacher's mark, so I can get some extra life gain on hit and extra projectile damage. But yeah, in any case, so you can keep putting money into here. So yeah, this is a build that will last from the beginning to the end of the league pretty easily. Yeah. Alright, let's just do a map clear. Right now I just got into maps not too long ago. I'm on tier 1 to 5, so I'll do a tier. Let's do a tier 6. That's my highest map available. 2 extra bosses. That's gonna be pretty hard. But yeah, I'll mute my mic and you guys can enjoy how this. Oh yeah, I forgot to talk about gem links. Totally forgot about that. So in my tornado shot, I have tornado shot, GMP, chance to bleed, and elemental damage with attacks. So that's your 4 link. 5th link is increased crit and Mirage Archer. This is still like the pretty good DPS increase for this skill. If you have a 6th link for Barrage, it's going to be Barrage, chance to bleed, Barrage, damage, attacks. So this is extra fizz, but then Doomfletch converts that into 3 times its elemental damage values. Elemental damage with attacks, and maybe increased crit. LE focus is definitely one, so increased crit and LE focus could be one of the better ones, or slower proj, whatever floats your boat. That would be the 6th link. In here I have faster attacks with blink arrow, pretty standard stuff. Blood rage, summon ice golem, herald of ice, and hatred. Right now I have the Sin Herald effect, and I am in love with this Herald effect. Alright, I'll show you the map clear for an atoll. actually, I'll go pick up that rampart, and while we're talking, while we're walking, we can talk about the build. So yeah, you can see that this build is actually pretty fast, even without really shitty gear. As long as, like, the next item I'm gonna get is a normal Abyssus without the enchant. So that's gonna shoot up my damage by a lot, like a crazy amount. But right now I don't have the currency. I'm waiting for my bubonic trail to sell. If it doesn't sell in the next, like, say 2 weeks, I might be using it because it's pretty sweet to have 2 extra jewel sockets for the flat fizz that I'm gonna be stacking. I'll also talk about my thoughts on this league. It's pretty good. I didn't really use the beast crafting too much. The main reason that I'm using the craft is pretty much just to get rid of this challenge. But I guess I can see the value from using the beast crafting for a solo self-found, because, like, create a unique map. Like, I might do this right now to get a unique map, but stuff like this is very useful in solo self-found. Like, you need chemist mod, but then you don't have enough alterations to spam. You don't have anyone to trade with. If you need a unique for your build, you know, you can totally just make one here. Like, you can get lucky and say if you need a Vis Mortis, you can get it from body armor or armor piece, you know, stuff like that. Like, it's very useful in that sense. And for endgame crafters, there is one that splits an item into 2. There's one that gets rid of the suffix and adds a prefix, and there's the vice versa. There's this one where you can get a headhunter. There's there is also the unique craft belt where you can get a headhunter. That's where I got this belt from. That's where I got this from. I just randomly did a belt craft, and this is my first belt that I got out of, so that was pretty sweet. So yeah, you can get a lot of crazy stuff. You can get some league specific stuff that you won't expect. So right now I will be going into the menagerie, Nicki Menagerie, and I'll just craft that unique map. Why not? Level 70, I might die. It's okay if I die. Right now, I'm getting gimps on my mana leech cap. Or like the leech rate for mana. So, it sucks a little bit. What? What? Wait, I got scammed. Where'd it go? What is this? My loot filter? No, I don't see anything. What? I got scammed. Alright, I guess I'll be reporting this video to GGG. What the fuck? Anyways, have a good day, and see you guys later.